Hello my friend, welcome to Fit for Everything. My name's Adrian, and over the course of these modules you and I are going to hopefully get fit for everything. So what does that mean, fit for everything? Well, it could mean that you're just going to get out of the car a little bit better. It could mean that you're going to climb Mount Everest. It could mean a whole variety of things, but it's important that it's about you. It's not about anyone else. It's about you and I training together to feel happier, fitter, healthier, mentally and physically in all these areas. So I've been training people for nearly 30 years now. I'm 62, and I have a fundamental belief that if we are physically fit, then mental fitness follows really quite naturally, and vice versa. We need both together. And so it's not about just hitting weights or doing press-ups, it's about a lot of different things. So in this journey that we are going to take, you and me together, I'm going to hopefully take you from either a beginner, which is wonderful. You might have just started into fitness after several years. You might be just coming out of school and haven't really done a lot of fitness. You might be where I am in my life at the latter part and thinking, well, actually, you know what? I don't want to creep into old age. I actually want to burst into old age. So it's a whole different range of different abilities that I want to address for you. So if you're a beginner, we're going to look at beginner types of exercises and movements and goals. Intermediate is going to be slightly different, or you might be an expert, and I'm going to be able to hopefully guide you, whether you are a beginner, an intermediate or an expert, through our modules, so you can pick and choose those that are right for you. Certainly if you're an expert, you're not going to go for the beginner modules. If you're an expert, you're not probably going to go for those delicate, smaller movements. You're going to go for more dynamic, tougher challenges, and vice versa. If you're beginning this journey together, we don't want to rush too far ahead. We want to build up and go gradually. So we're going to look at, in these first modules, why we're doing this, what are the reasons behind this, and also show you and help you navigate my program. We're also going to look in this first few modules at goal setting and how we're going to produce things that are going to get you excited and determined to move forward. In exercise, it's never a straightforward graph of going up. We're going to go up and down. Some days we're going to feel great, other days we're not going to want to do anything at all. And that's fine, that's fine. But you and me together, me helping you overcome these little challenges that might be small, they might be big, but together we're going to move up and we're going to get fitter and healthier. Okay, so the program is built around your company. So once you go in, you're going to get a login. Once you log in, you're going to see a get going button. You're going to click on that, and it's going to give you a range of modules, starting off with actually the basics about warming up and stretching. Really important. Whether we're old or young, we need to warm up first our body and get it moving before we start to stretch it. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that, and we're going to go through that together. Then I want you to take some measurements. So we're going to start off by measuring different areas of our body and also our blood pressure and our resting heart rate. And we're going to take those measurements and pop them down into a chart that you're going to then visit roughly every 8 weeks or so. I also want you to take photos. So we're going to take a photo, you're going to take your own photo of your front facing, side facing, and from the back. And you're going to forget those as well for 8 weeks, but we're going to revisit those. So that area is going to be, starting off, a warming up session, so you know how to warm up correctly and how to stretch properly. Then we're going to take our measurements. When we've done all that and we're warmed up, I want you to take a test. Don't get worried about it. It's 10 simple movement tests, and you're going to write those down, and there are going to be either a number or a time. And again, if one of them, for instance, is going to be a press up, and you might only do one press-up, might not do any press-ups, might do 50 press-ups if you're an expert, you might do 100 press-ups. But I want you to write these numbers down, because this is going to be able to show you progressively where we've either got to or where we need to focus on. So I want you to look at that as well. So we're going to get into the program. We're going to register. You're going to look at how to warm up and stretch. And again, if you're an expert, you know this already, so you can skip over that area. But whether we are a beginner, intermediate or an expert, I'd like you to take your photographs and your base measurements and also do your fitness test, because as I say, it might be that you are right at the top end, but we could still squeeze a lot more juice out of you, or at the beginner end where we're nervous about things. And I get that, I totally get that. No one's good at anything until they become good at something, and I want to show you that no matter where you are at the moment, with a little bit of help from me, you can move a whole lot further. So that's what we're going to do. So today is about me introducing myself. As I say, I'm 62. I've been doing and training and helping people for over 30 years now. I'm qualified as a 4th Dan black belt in Shotokan karate and a 3rd Dan in kickboxing. I'm also a fully qualified personal trainer. But that aside, I've worked with people for years and I understand what makes us motivated and what really puts us off exercise. And I want to help you and me be your coach, that we together are going to move from one to the next. So let's get going.